A journey toward buying a house.
That's what these series of videos are about. But first, let's hit it. Hi, this is Alan Victoria Pinder. Welcome to our channel.
And podcast. Please subscribe in our channel and also get notified when we put a new video and podcast for you.
Honestly, we get calls and texts all the time, so please don't be shy at 252-327-3357. Now, with that, let's get into our video.
Therefore, we're going to break it down in the 12 or 13 steps for you that what is this journey, how you can start, how it takes to get there.
But first, we kind of want to talk. The first thing we want to say, the mortgage sounds like really dangerous, 30 years, but you don't actually have to live in that house for 30 years. Maybe you want to retire, and maybe you're just thinking it's your first home and you're like, I don't know where I want to be. Decide if you're going to live in a place for more than 2 years. Maybe it is a great opportunity to think about buying a home. If you're going to live there a couple years, you're thinking about your career goals. Those typically play a major part in why you're buying a home. Another reason is family. We ended up buying a house because we had kids, but everybody has a different family relationship, and you also have to see what you picture in your mind for your life. And if you picture yourself in a house, then it is time to buy the house. What's the second thing we want to talk about?
Basically, the timing that my wife said, and this timing really comes through your financial and your lifestyle, as my wife said, and also sometimes also depend on the market condition, what kind of the market condition we have. But ultimately, it comes to you because you and your loved one has a unique situation that is different from other families.
Right, and ultimately it is your decision on when it is time to buy a house. So the first thing we're going to say is start thinking about liquid assets.
Liquid assets.
If you want to buy a house, you're going to need some cash. It doesn't have to be, like, yes, going into a rental can be a little cheaper, but ultimately it can be the same depending on the type of mortgage. Because you still have to need your front, your first, your last, your security deposit. Here we're talking about a down payment. There are programs for 0 down payment or 3%, or it could be a no down payment. So it depends. So down payment, and then the second that is really kind of given these days is closing costs. This is going to be the fees to the lender, the taxes, the third parties in exchange for creating the loan. And it's going to depend on where you want to buy, what type of loan. It is typically, they say, 3 to 6% of the home value for home cost closing. It depends on, of course, where in the country you want to live. Here in North Carolina, it's going to be probably on the lower end, where if you're buying in New York, it's on the higher end. Yeah. So sometimes you can roll it, depending on the type of loan, sometimes you can roll those closing costs into the loan as well, or we can ask for seller concessions. But so don't think I don't have more than a couple thousand. If you have a couple $1,000s, you are in a good shape to start buying a home.
And see you on the next video and podcast, and talk to you soon.
Bye.